On today's episode of The Sean Show, it's fantasy warfare. Chris Jericho, Shinsuke Nakamura. How will this end? Find out now on The Sean Show. Let's go. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to The Sean Show. I'm Sean, and as you know, we do these shows. We do it live, raw, and uncut. I'm sitting right now. It is fall. I think it's officially fall in California, at least. I know you guys have probably gotten rain and all that stuff, but it's officially fall out here. So the windows are open. You can see it's not as bright in the studio as it normally is, but I wanted to talk to you about a very interesting concept we're going to do here on the Sean Show. You know, the WWE sometimes, TNA sometimes, is not very interesting. So we wanted to create something that not only is interesting and gets our mind rolling, but to show exactly how easy it is for the creative department to come up with something that is going to make people tune into Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, watch these WWE pay-per-views. Doesn't matter if it's 4 a.m. in the morning, doesn't matter if it's 10 a.m. in the morning, doesn't matter where it is. Must see TV. And the best way I thought to do this, is by doing something I'm calling fantasy warfare. Now, these are the rules of fantasy warfare. We are taking two superstars who've never feuded before, and we're going to put them in a program. And we're going to build this program from scratch. And I want you, at the end of this video, to comment down below, thumbs up, thumbs down, if you think that this is going to be a good feud. Tell me what it is that you would change. Tell me what it is that you would insert. You know, just talk to me and tell me what it is that we can make this feud great and better. So I got my Booker hat on. I hope you have your Booker hat on too. And I don't mean Booker T. And here we go. Now, first thing is I did write some notes down. So I'm gonna pull those notes out because I have the first 3 weeks completely booked out. Completely booked out the first 3 weeks. So I am going to pull that up. So, and again, like I said, if you hear noise in the back, we family, you're in my house, we chilling, you got something to drink, you gotta go to the bathroom, it's down the hall to the left. We just talking, all right? All right, so here we go. So this is going to start on SmackDown Live. Nakamura comes out to the ring. No dancing, no, you know, still the music and everything like that. Comes out to the ring. And when he comes out to the ring, he gets in the ring and he has a stoic look on his face. Now mind you, like I said, there's no dancing, there's no pomp and circumstance, there's no all of the antics that he does when he comes to the ring. None of that's happening on this day. He's just, let's wipe my brow, he's just coming out to the ring. No pomp, no circumstance. Comes out to the ring. Walks to the ring, gets on the microphone. When he gets on the microphone, he starts speaking in his native language. And I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I just want to give an, I don't speak Chinese, Japanese, but I just want to give an example, right? So he gets in the ring, he looks, at the camera, cuts this very impassionate short promo in his native language, drops the mic, leaves. That's week 1. You're thinking in your mind, wait a minute, what just happened? What did he just say? What's going on? That was weird. He was very passionate about it. Week 2 comes out, does the exact same thing. Comes out, no dancing. Now mind you, he's still the United States champion during this time period, so he's still the champion. Comes out, exact same thing. Gets in the ring, no pomp, no circumstance, walks, gets in there, cuts the same promo. Same promo. Exact same promo, right? Now, You probably will have a pay-per-view at this point, because pay-per-views seem like they're every like 2 weeks now. Like back in the day, it used to be like once every 2-3 months, but it's like every 2 weeks now. So the third week comes, now he is at whatever the pay-per-view is, and during the pre-show or during the pay-per-view or wherever it may be, got my microphone here. Can I see my mic? Here's my mic. As long as you see it. Just can't see that thing right there. He comes out, right? When he comes out, not in the ring, the backstage segment or whatever, they can ask him, Shinsuke, what exactly have you been saying? What is your problem with the WWE universe? What exactly have you been saying? Is there anything that you like to say to the fans? So he grabs a mic, looks in the camera, and he goes, "Me no speak English." Walks away. We've done 2 things now. Let me let that breathe. Okay. We've done 2 things now. The first thing we've done is we now have created intrigue as to what is wrong with this guy. The second thing is we now brought back this catchphrase, which I thought was pretty popular there for a minute. They didn't really capitalize on it. They didn't really make t-shirts out of it. We bring that back. So, SmackDown starts next week. Pay-per-view's over. General Manager Paige is in the middle of the ring, and she talks about the event that happened and stuff like that. And then she says, I want to bring out somebody that has not defended their title within the last month. And I want him to come out to this ring because I want to know exactly what he has to say, because I have something that I have to say. Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke comes out, music, same thing, just stoic. When I mean stoic, he's just coming out. Not the, none of that. None of that. Comes out. Gets in the ring. Paige starts talking to him and says, Shinsuke, what is the problem? And I have a problem. The problem is that I want to know what is your issue, because you seem very upset, 1. And 2, I have a problem because ever since these last 2 or 3 weeks, you've been coming out on television and you've been saying these things. I've been getting weird letters from God knows who. Like I got this letter from Japan. It says it's from Japan, and it's nothing but Japanese characters on it. What's going on? Shinsuke starts talking, gets the microphone, starts, no. I need to know in English, what is it that you have a problem with? Me no speak English. No. I need to know what is your problem, and you need to tell me in English, or I'm going to strip you of the United States Championship. 1, for not listening to me, the general manager, and 2, for not defending this title in over a month. Tell me what the problem is. Heart. Gets out of the ring. Paige is looking confused. Everybody's like, well, what is Hart? Bret Hart? What exactly are you talking about here? Now, We've created intrigue for the last 3 weeks now, the 4th week. Paige goes backstage and says, I don't know what's going on with Shinsuke, but he's going to be wrestling tonight. It's going to be for the United States Championship. And he's going to face, I don't know, we put him against anybody. Why don't we say, I'm going to go ahead and say, Kofi Kingston, just because it should be a good match. Kofi comes out, they're in the ring, they wrestle, and you know, Shinsuke wins. Good match, close match. Shinsuke grabs the microphone again. It's after the match. Hard. Grabs the microphone. I mean, not like that, but drops the microphone. Okay, so now we have a rematch next week. Because, you know, SmackDown, Raw, we like to just keep having the same matches over and over again, right? So we have the same match next week, right? Same match. The difference is, before the match starts, he beats up Kofi Kingston while he's on his way out. Ref rings the bell. Shinsuke hits his I cannot pronounce that, the knee thing. And then boom, Kofi's out in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Shinsuke wins. Shinsuke grabs the microphone and says, "You don't know why? I tell you why. I want heart. Lion heart." Crowd pops. Why? Because if you don't know this, Chris Jericho's name, old name, used to be the Lionheart Chris Jericho. Next week starts. Here comes Shinsuke, starts the show. Now this is the focus now. He's in the ring, getting ready to talk, and then Paige comes out and says, "I did my research and I get what it is that you want, but it's impossible to get it. Lionheart, as you name him, is not under contract with the WWE. So I have to respectfully decline your request." Shinsuke grabs the mic, says, "If no Lionheart, no Shinsuke Nakamura." Drops the mic, takes his jacket off, has the United States Championship, drops it down, takes his shoes off, because we know what that signifies. Takes his shoes off and leaves it in the middle of the ring, jumps the barrier, and walks towards the back. Now we have some interesting television. So for the next couple of weeks, Paige says at the next pay-per-view event, Shinsuke Nakamura will defend his title against Kofi Kingston. If he does not appear at this pay-per-view event, he will be fined, stripped of the United States Championship, and fired if he does not show up. Now we've done 2 or 3 things now. Now the matches with Kofi Kingston that we did, the first one was close. The second one was he beat him up. He jumped him before the match started. So we have a little mini feud, but at the same time, we're building this Chris Jericho thing, and at the same time, you're trying to figure out what is going on. Pretty interesting so far, right? If you think it is, hit that thumbs up. If you don't think it is, hit that thumbs down. Tell me what you would do. Now, as this is all going on, all this is happening, all this is taking place, pay-per-view happens, middle of the card. Coffee comes out. He's been cutting promos for the last few weeks. I want him to cut an impassioned promo like the week before the pay-per-view, talking about how, you know, he's been a part of the New Day and it's been about tag team wrestling, but it's time that he furthers his personal career. He has stalled with the New Day. He loves his brothers, but now it is time for him to have something of his own. Now it is time for him to become the United States champion. Now it is time to see the potential of Kofi Kingston. A real impassioned promo, and he says, I hope and I pray that Shinsuke Nakamura shows up, because that is the last time he will ever be in the WWE ring. Why? Because I am going to retire him, and it's going to be nothing but trouble in paradise. Boom, you ready for the match. Coffee comes out, Shinsuke music hits, nothing. Striking up again, his music hits, nothing. Paige comes out, grabs the microphone and says, if we get to the 10th count and there is no Shinsuke Nakamura, I want you to award the match and the title to Kofi Kingston. Kofi grabs the microphone and says, no, I don't want it this way. I don't want it this way. I came here for a fight. So Paige says, okay, well, this is what I will do. We will count to 10. If we don't count to 10 and Shinsuke does not come out, then it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus a mystery opponent for the WWE United States Championship. Everybody agrees. Cool. Boom. Out comes the ref. 1, 2, gets to 10. So then Paige says, okay, your opponent for the United States Championship is this man. Out comes Sin Cara. What? Sin Cara? If you're smart, you know where I'm going. Sin Cara comes to the ring. They wrestle for a little bit. Kofi tries to hit Trouble in Paradise. Referee bump, ref is down. He tries to hit Trouble in Paradise, he misses. Sin Cara low blows, boom, Jericho. I spoiled it. Low blows Sin Cara. Sin Cara low blows Kofi. When he low blows Kofi, 1, 2, 3, mass reveal. Even though I just revealed it, it's Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, who now doesn't work for the company, who now is whoever, as Paige says, is somebody that is now, you know, under contract with somebody else. He's now your United States champion. He grabs the microphone and he says to, grabs the microphone. He says to WWE Universe, he says, I tried to tell everybody weeks ago. Reaches in his text, pulls out this paper. This was in Japanese characters because Paige, you could have hired a translator. But this is my official release. I am a free agent. And now I am your WWE United States champion. And Nakamura, you have just done the worst thing that you could possibly do in your whole career. You just challenged the Alpha. You just challenged the best in the world. And now, drops the mic, walks out of the ring, turns around, puts his hands up on the ramp. What happens? Boom, Nakamura comes. It's a fight. Boom, 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 boom. Nakamura's beating him up. Picks him up. The table's there, picks him up. Boom, power bombs him through the table. He grabs a microphone, says, I want Lionheart, not Chris Jericho. Drops mic. We have now successfully done something. We have swerved the audience. 1. 2, we have built a feud with a double surprise. Like, no one knew that Jericho was showing up, but Jericho's there. Nobody knew that Shinsuke was there, but Shinsuke's there. And now what I want to do with this feud, as we're coming towards the end of this video, is I want this feud to have 3 matches. First match being a singles match, and the whole thing with Jericho and Nakamura. Nakamura's problem is that he's been going to his country and he's been disgracing the other talent there. Why? Because every time he goes to his country, he always gets the headlines. Jericho, not his fellow competitors. Nakamura has a problem with that. That's family over there. First match, they wrestle, no contest. Jericho beats him up, puts him through a table like he did the week, the first time they, whatever. The promos leading up to that first match will be very minimal contact. Will almost be as if we don't have them face to face at all in the ring. We would just have it be a situation where we're showing vignettes. Jericho talking, how they do with Brock Lesnar. Nakamura talking. This is what we do to build up the match. They finally face each other. Jericho gets his revenge through the table. Second match happens. When the second match happens, same result. No contest. But what happens this time is Nakamura comes out. Boom, boom, boom. Hits him in the head before the match starts. I mean, just really beats the crap out of him. This is a brawl. Security boys in the back, everything breaks it up. Third match, final match. Japanese death match. Biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania. There must be a winner. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how we get Nakamura and Jericho in a feud and make it interesting. I hope you enjoyed this show. Again, if you don't like what I just said, let me know about it. If you love what I just said, add to it. Is this longer than 3 matches, 3 pay-per-views? Is this something that these two guys shouldn't even be facing each other? Let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed the time we had here together in Fantasy Warfare. We will see you next time here on The Sean Show. And remember, laugh today. If you haven't, you best get to it. See you next time. I'm out. Peace.